What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to an episode of Fallout Camps, where I go and look at your camps out in the universe. But let's jump into it today with this. Now, I'm showing off your camps in a new way, as you can see. By the way, Kanki, I don't even know how to pronounce that. It looks like it's German. If someone could translate that in the description for me, that'd be great. In the description, in the comments. Man, it's 2:30 in the morning. But this is a very strange build. I don't know how people think that these work, but there are some things that do make a camp good, and that is if your water purifiers are open to the public. This person's water purifier is open to the public, so I am very well pleased with that, and this is the guy who owns it, actually, I do believe. So, as tradition, I must salute everyone that I come across, and I even saluted just then in real life when I'm doing this. But the shape of the building itself is interesting. Now, it probably could have been better if it was on the ground. In fact, it would have been 300 times better if it was on the ground. But the shape is pretty interesting. Now, as you can see, there is a lot of wasted space, just straight off the get-go. However, I did like what he did here with the conduits. That's very nice. And this shop room, the light from the vendors themselves makes it quite interesting. So that I did like the vending room itself. However, this place just had way too much wasted space. The one thing I did like though is how he put the little carpets in front of all the crafting machines. That was pretty funny. But the shape itself of the building is kind of mansion-y. It kind of reminds me of a mansion from maybe Resident Evil or something. It's kind of like the aspect look of it. It's like, and this is just like fuck stairs. But let's check out his vending. Like I will say, the shape of the building is good. I would use this shape in a real thing. However, don't think I would ever buy anything off him. Now, I never used to. When I buy things from people's vendors, if they are legendary, I will try and look at them and check out the stats that they've got to see if it's worth buying or not. Most of the times it's not. People just way overprice things too much on this game. And so far, I will say this, the guy's prices have been decent. Okay, they've been okay. However, seeing this kind of price on some of the stuff, I mean, the longshoreman outfit or the Civil Warrior address for that price, that's just a rip-off. Because you can get the Civil Warrior address for free. So, some of the plans that this guy had were priced correctly. Like the rug set and the table lamp, that was priced correctly. What I think people do when it comes to pricing things up, especially the plans, is they take the value that it's actually given. So you can see the cookie clock is worth 100, he's put it for 500. Sometimes people will times it by 5 or times it by 10 to try and get a decent price out of you. Sorry, did I say decent price? I meant an extortionary price. And by the way, I was doing this and the guy was watching me, so I did a little bit of fun things. Yeah, but this guy gets a thumbs up for design and for having some reasonable prices. Yeah, it was a tricky one, this one. However, we do have this. This one I loved. This one was beautiful. The guy who made this really thought about what they did. Now, we're outside of, I do believe it's the Sutton station. Yes, there we go. I believe it's Sutton. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. And it's this person's camp. And I was gobsmacked. They really did a grand old job on this build. I mean, seriously, this build was just, it deserves some clicks. Let's give it some clicks. So obviously it had an open water purifier, which was good. I do love the open water purifiers, not only because they help people if they need water, but purified water is very handy for people like me who just go around and crafting healing items. We can make stim packs with them. I was a bit about his roof, but I think the reason he's done that is because his build limit, his height, might be restricted in the area that he's close to. And if you have a punch ball, I will always test the punch ball to see if there's anything in it. But the design of the thing is really nice. It kind of reminds me of like a signal box that you'd see on a railway or something like that. And this was just where he put his power in. So that was pretty cool. But the whole layout was very simplistic, and obviously you must praise the fire gods by jumping on the fire pit 3 times. But the vending machines themselves were in a simple place. I mean, look at the pricing on this, man. I mean, a field scrap hat for 50, not bad. Some of these are priced way above what they should be. Sorry, some of these are priced way below what it says in the value. And I mean, come on, look at the prices on these, man. These are great. I loved this guy's. I loved it. Now it might be a woman, I don't know, but for me, guy is just a generalistic term for both dude and chick. But yeah, the prices on some of these, and I bought his fusion cells because I've gone from being a ballistic kind of guy to an energy kind of guy, which is kind of weird. But as you can see, with the highest plan being 150 caps, this guy's probably going to get a lot of people coming on over and checking out his build. I loved it. It was nice. It was good. The shape was interesting for the fact of how it was up against the wall. The design was not for him, but for you. So, you know, it was for you to come and get food or drink, or the vending was pretty easy. And the crafting area was nice as well. Here's me trying to do some parkour and get onto his roof. It never works. But yeah, I really, 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 really like this guy's build. So, obviously, this gets a thumbs up for me. Not only for ingenuity and design, but for just sheer beauty. Very nice. Now, of course, there is always a build like this. And at the time of me recording this, not the voiceover, but the in-game content, I was listening to a bunch of like weird 90s music, so I was kind of digging it. Like the flashy lights kind of had me going. It was, you know, whoop, 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 whoop. I was having a bunch of fun with it, and yeah, confused by the shape of the build. For it's a 3-tiered floating building, as in it's got a little protective area at the front, then that random thing in the center, and then the build right on top of it. But I did like it. Now, sadly, the water purifiers, and yeah, there's just a random lamp there, which I don't think actually has any power. But the purifiers were locked, sadly. I could pick lock them, but, you know, that gets them on my tail, and turrets would shoot me and stuff, so I'm not going to do that. But this was kind of... It was kind of like, you know, when people take psychedelic drugs and do paintings, that's what this guy's kind of camp reminded me of. Obviously, praise the fire gods. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of just like some bloke had tripping on acid and decided to build a camp or something. It was pretty weird. I did like the whole flashy light kind of thing. I dig when you're having a disco in your camp, and seriously, it's like we're having a disco in this camp. So I did really enjoy that, and some of the like this grand piano out in the open, pretty interesting. But yeah, some of it was just all kooky and wooky and weird, and there was really no space to waste because it was pointless. It was a funky build. I dig the lights, man. The groovy lights will always get me going. But there was nothing to it. This camp was just boring. It was like, sure, sticking it high in the air makes it noticeable because it's on the bank of a river. But at the same time, it was just super boring. And then again, the prices were just way over the top. It was extortionary. I think I'm seeing a pattern with people's buildings. Normally buildings that are ugly and just stuck in the air have extortionary prices on them. The only thing that weren't extortionary is the ammo prices, and nobody ever extorts you for ammo. It's really weird. So this one's getting a crouch from me, which is a 50-50. One, because, you know, even though it was extortionary prices, the fact that I could harvest the food was pretty good, and the disco lights. The disco lights themselves were pretty fun. So yeah, you get a 50-50 for me on this one. But the next one, and I do believe our final one, is up here at the dreaded White Springs station, just after someone had launched a nuke as well. Yeah, see, we're over here by the White Springs station, and you know how I feel about this location on the map. Pretty much because this is where all the douchebags go to build douche camps to try and take you for all your caps, basically, and it kind of sucks. So that random bullet just whizzed past there right then, and I was kind of confused to where it is because I couldn't spot anyone. But the camp itself, apart from the fact that I get really weirdly stuck in here right there, the camp design, like the separated buildings, was nice. I liked it. There was also an open gate there, like a fool I am. But the like this living kind of crafting area right here was nice. It was flat roofs, which was kind of weird. And I've just realised that this isn't the last build on today's episode, but it was there. There was some, you know, good aspects to it. but it was just kind of bland. Again, I mean, the guy before this one who had the disco lights, if you would have put the disco lights just in that building room behind where the guy lived, yeah, it would have been great. It would have been awesome. And I do like what they did here with the roof, giving it that open air kind of, making it look like a tarp roof almost. And I don't think I've ever seen an Eatertronic in someone's camp before, which was kind of weird. So yeah, it was nice, but obviously we always have to check the prices, and so far I've never seen that jetpack, which is kind of weird. Some of the prices were marked down, which was interesting. This person had some decent prices. It was kind of cool, but some of them, like this was just pointless. I mean, come on. What the condition on that Gatling plasma was half. Why would I pay like an extortionary amount of price just for that? These prices people think they can get out here is just nuts. And then again, there are people out there who probably have enough caps to buy this kind of stuff because they just cap farm. Yeah, I'm a builder in Fallout. I don't really do, like, I haven't even done the Arcus or whatever, the new thing with the Sheep Squatch, or the other one, or Project Paradise. I haven't even done that. So, like, I only come on here to have fun and build. And these prices, when you're trying to get some script for maybe a new gun, these prices just put you off because people sell legendaries so you can get your script. And, yeah, no, like, come on. A police uniform for 150? What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? Extortion, that's what you're thinking. Extortion. Just, no. So, this camp overall, you're damn right I'm walking away from this camp. It was pointless. The design was nice, yes, but the fact that the prices were just over the top and extortionary, no, I'm leaving. I'm never coming back, and I'm never going to do business with this person ever. And I do believe finally that this is our final camp, I do believe, and it's an interesting one. It was kind of weird. Now, I do appreciate that the guy who you just saw running around in that little intro there was actually the guy who owned it. However, being in the ash heap kind of gives you not a lot of aesthetic choices. Now, the ash heap itself, no, sorry, not the ash heap. Is this the Maya? I can't remember. I was happy that the purified water was free. That was awesome. Wherever this is, I want to call it. I know it's not the ash heap. I think it's the Maya or the Toxic Valley. I don't know, but Toxic Valley, we'll call it Toxic Valley, is just bumpy all over the place. So for this guy to come in here and find a place where he can build a semi-decent kind of looking thing, yeah, and I kind of tried to see if he was hiding stuff, and it looks like he wasn't using the platforms themselves, but are just scaled up. And I did like this under the stairs, the door to get into his living area. That was pretty cool. I don't think I actually have this grass yet. I should probably look into getting that grass. Yeah, I do. Oh, I loved the fact that that's spread open. That was just beautiful. Now, this was kind of a weird interior layout. There was no wasted space in this one, for the fact that there was barely any space in this one. I do appreciate the fact that he had this, because curing me of my rads is something that I do love, and as you can probably tell, I'm also addicted to alcohol. Yeah, possibly in real life as well. But this kind of stuff, where I like the fact that he'd separated the room. The room with just being, and I don't get what these frogs do, by the way, but the room being separated down one side with crafting areas and the fact that there's a bed there for sleep, or buff yourself up with some of the musical instruments. I liked that. And then, with the vending being on the other side, that was brilliant as well. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I walked out and then he walked right in, so I was like, I went in and did the thing that I always do, and I always pushed the wrong one, but obviously you got to give him a salute right there, because the design for the building, being a minimalist kind of thing, it was nice. However, pretty sure the prices, yes, the prices were somewhat extortionary, and I think I really do. This is the place where I went to where it kind of clicked. As you can see, as I scroll down, some of them are valued at 300 caps, some 250, some, yeah, and then the price in the shop would be exactly the same. I think that's what people are just doing now, and it kind of bugs me, because that's not what you should be doing. What you should be doing is, yes, you should be trying to make caps, but no, you should not be trying to extort people for money. It's just wrong. Stop it. Get some help. Like, drop it by half. Drop your prices by half, I think, is probably the best thing to do. So with something valued at 125, like I saw right there with this, yeah, drop it by half. Unless it's a very rare item, then you can boost it up. And I'd never seen Formula P, by the way. I don't know what that was. And obviously this guy's got War Drums the Thieving Bastard. That's a joke for some people who will understand a QI reference. I just blagged myself for that one. And yeah, I need to know how to get this stable flux stuff because I need it for a jetpack. And I don't want to buy it at an extortionary price. Like some of them. I do realise, I know you craft it, because I've got the crafting stuff to craft it. No, I've got the crafting recipes to craft it, but I mean, come on, a 2-shot, fucking Jesus Christ, I'm not even going to pay 500 caps for that. What's wrong with you people? Stop doing stupid prices. I know this is supposed to be about your camps, but one thing that is in your camp is the price of your stuff. Stop being a douche and putting stupid prices on things. Marking down a Birdborn serum from 2,000 of a value to 500, that's okay. But stop putting things that don't need to be overpriced, because you won't sell them unless someone has a bajillion caps. So yeah, so this camp itself was interesting. So I'm giving it a crouch again. Crouch because it was an aesthetically pleasing kind of camp. It was nice build all packed in together. But the prices, once again, just, no, stop it with your prices. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's build. Please go ahead, if you're on PS4, stick your PSN names in the comment section down below and I will come and check out your camps. I've sent some friend requests to a bunch of you who have already done it over on Reddit, and I will gladly come and view your camps next time you're online. But apart from that, you know the drill. Like, share and subscribe, and as always, stay awesome.